guys, today I'm going to do a video that I fully intended to do every month, but I don't feel like I have enough to talk about every month. It's not like beauty. I don't change out my lipsticks or change out my like clothing as often as I change out my shoes. That kind of sounds like I wear the same clothes every day, but you know what I mean. The things that I feel attached to, things that I feel like I'm wearing a lot recently don't change all that much. It's kind of more seasonal. So I figure this is going to be my spring my spring style and fashion favourites, and I've got some shoes, some clothes and some accessories and the bag that I'm currently carrying. I'm going to start with the bag because that's just by my side here, and that is this, and I think it's called it's the Marc by Marc Jacobs, is that right? Yeah, Marc by Marc Jacobs. I think it's called the Lil Yukita. I will link it below. I don't know if it says anywhere in it, I don't think that it does, but I think it's called the Lil Yukita. Yukita? That doesn't sound right, does it? But I think that's what it's called. It's just this black leather kind of flap bag. I have got a What's in My Bag that I filmed with Emma from It's Em, and I will link that below because that's over on her channel. But yeah, I really love this bag. It's really well made. The leather is amazingly soft. It's pretty much as big as I need it to be for day to day. The only time that maybe I would need a bigger bag is if I was carrying around my DSLR or something. I can fit kind of nappies and stuff in for the kids. Not both of the kids, Ella's 8, she doesn't need nappies now. And it also has a long handle. I don't tend to use this one. I try to kind of force it forward because I prefer it to be like this. I don't like that one to be up, whilst I think it looks weird and it kind of gets in the way. I would happily get rid of that altogether, to be quite honest. And there's something, I feel like maybe if I unhook these, there's probably a way of making this a little bit more comfortable, but I always hold it on my shoulder and it's so comfortable. It's the perfect everyday bag. I don't think I'm going to need another kind of basic black bag like this, but I do still desperately want the Alexander Wang Rocky or Rocco. The Rocco maybe, but I think it's so heavy, that's why I don't want it in the first place. The Rocky was a bit plain for the money, but I still, I think about it every day. when it comes to kind of like a big purchase that you know you wanted to get and I had the money and I could have bought it and I didn't buy it, and now I'm like, and I got that one instead and I'm really happy with that one, but there's that one that kind of haunts my dreams. So I'll get into shoes. These, again, these have been properly hammered. These have been worn to death already, and I've only had them for a couple of months. And they are the little heels that I got from H&M. These were £15. I will definitely buy some more. If they do different colours, I'll be getting more of those as well. But they're just so comfortable. They're just high enough to give me that kind of feeling of wearing heels, but I can wear them all day, all night. Totally no pain whatsoever. My feet go a bit pink, but my feet go pink in flats after I've worn them for a while. But they just are not uncomfortable at all, and they just still make me feel a little bit dressy. I couldn't wear them with a skirt or a dress. I would still feel like I needed proper heels to make my legs look how I want them to look. But in trousers, I think these are fine. And like I say, super comfortable. The other pair of shoes that I have are actually boots. Also H&M. I'm a massive H&M fan. Most of my clothes come from there because you can shop online. Everything's really well priced, and most of the time you can get like 25 or 30% off. So even better. And these I think they still have. And in fact both of them still have. But these were real suede and I think they were £25, which is not bad for real suede. And I've had so many compliments on them. They look so much more expensive than they were. And again, really comfortable. Because of the colour, I feel like they go with a lot of stuff as well. So I have two kind of proper clothing items that I'm going to show you, which are this jumper I've had for ages. It was from Romwe. Once upon a time I used to, they used to send me clothes and I used to kind of show them on my blog. I don't do that anymore because I feel like when you're affiliated with a brand like that where they send you something every month, it's kind of a, I don't know, there's expectations, and I didn't really like it. I didn't like people sending me something and knowing that I had to feature it, that kind of thing, and they were very much like that, I thought, as a brand. But their clothes are still really nice, and I have occasionally purchased from them since. And this is something that I've worn and worn and worn. And it's a big batwing jumper. It's washed really well. I've had it for maybe, I could have had it for 2 years. It's washed really well. And it's one of those things that kind of transcends the seasons. I can wear it because it's a reasonably thick jumper. I can wear it in the winter time. Not particularly wintry colour, but I like a nice bright colour in the winter sometimes. And then I can wear it in the summer as well because of the colour. And the slouchy nature of it, you could wear it with shorts. I just love this jumper so much. And I think it really goes with my skin tone, that kind of corally colour. Another thing that I feel like I could wear all the time, this is inside out of course because I've recently worn it. Let's just rectify that before you show to the camera. This is a dress that I showed you recently. I bought from Topshop in the sale. I think they have a navy blue one in the sale still online and it's like £10 and I really want to get it, but do I need another dress is the question. And it's this, it's quite a fine knit. It's not entirely, I think it is a knit really, but more like a polyester knit. And it's kind of a skater dress, quite thin. I wear it with leggings or really thick tights, like those tights that are almost leggings because it's really quite thin, and I think if I wore it without tights or leggings I'd need some kind of underskirt because it's quite thin material. But I love the colour of it. I think I'm more of an autumn, although I like the corally pop of colour. I am more of a, apparently, I was looking this up online. I don't remember, did someone tell me this? How did I know? I think someone told me this and then I looked it up. There is such a thing as soft autumn and that's what I am apparently. And that's why when I went blonde I took a picture of Ashley Olsen because she apparently is also a soft autumn. And so I took the kind of blonde that I wanted to be and I said I want to be this blonde and she made me that blonde and I really like it because I'm a soft autumn. And I think that autumnal colours like this really suit me now. I really like this green and it's just, again, because it's quite lightweight I feel like I'm going to wear it all year round, but again when autumn comes. I love autumn fashion. I'm not big on spring summer, so we'll see what comes of this seasonal favourites video, but oh, I do have something else here. I went to Topshop recently and bought another one of these. I've not worn it yet. I got the corally peachy coloured one which I just wore to death. I don't know where it's gone. It must be in the washing somewhere because I just wore it and wore it and wore it and I didn't want to wash it because I was scared it was going to fall apart because it's that real thin material. And this one's a really strange one because it's a V-neck, but the other one seemed like it was a much deeper V-neck, and I don't know if it's because I sized down in this. I got a smaller size than the other one because I always felt like the V-neck was too gaping, or if it's a slightly different cut, but the V-neck doesn't seem quite as deep. And it's basically just the burnout t-shirt from Topshop and I got it in this kind of grey colour. Oh no. I was going to say, did I mean to get? I nearly got the pale grey colour, and obviously I changed my mind last minute. There's a gorgeous pale lilac colour as well that I love, but I don't think that would suit me. But these are the most comfortable t-shirts. I know you guys have told me that you can get them from New Look and various other places, but the thing that really appeals to me about this is I can screw this up in a ball, and then I get it back out again, and it's perfect. It doesn't need ironing, it's just, for the lazy girl, it's worth spending the £16 on a t-shirt. Because it does, I mean I have washed the other one and it did wash okay, but that's why I washed it so long because I was like I love it so much and I don't want to ruin it, but they do wash okay, and £16, I know that might sound expensive to some of you, but if it's something you're going to wear all the time then it's definitely worth it. And I've bought so many t-shirts for like £5 or £6 and worn them once and I could not even stand to think about ironing them because they were so creased after they got out the tumble dryer, whereas I'll wear those so much more. So cost per wear, they're actually a better value. I have some loungewear here. Things that I wear. I don't wear pyjamas per se, but I do wear things. When I get in from work, I take off my regular clothes and I put on my loungewear. And in the morning, I'll put it on kind of to lounge around the house before I get dressed, but I don't generally wear pyjamas for bed because I find them uncomfortable. I bought a ton of these recently in the kind of last few months, and they are Victoria's Secret slouchy kind of jogging bottoms. I told you, it's impossible to show you this. You do not know what this is because it's so huge in front of the camera. Give me a lipstick any day. How do fashion bloggers do it? Oh yeah, they wear the clothes, I remember. But these boyfriend style ones I'm absolutely loving. They have pockets, they're a little bit baggier, a little bit slouchier, and I really like them, and I've been wearing them with, this might sound crazy, but I've been wearing them with my Wild Fox sweatshirts, which I also wear out of the house. They're expensive sweatshirts, they're not really loungewear, but they're the most comfortable sweatshirts that I have, and what I like about them is I could be wearing them in the morning and then I could suddenly have to go somewhere and I can just put a pair of jeans on and go. I'm practically already ready. But this is the one. Oh, it smells like my perfume, I must have gone out in it. It does, it smells like perfume. Euphoria by Calvin Klein, in case you were wondering. This is the one I've been wearing recently, and it's the Texas Stole My Heart, is it? Yes, Texas Stole My Heart, which is the first Wild Fox jumper that I bought, and I still love it. And they are expensive. I always get them in the sale, so I'm always paying kind of 50% of the full price anyway. I couldn't possibly part with full price for a Wild Fox sweatshirt, but they, again, I was so scared of washing this because it's kind of got a bobbly material to it anyway, and they already look washed. They're supposed to look like that, and so the more you wash them, they look the same, or the better they look. because they're kind of supposed to look worn. So don't worry about that if you were thinking about buying one but you were worried about aftercare. I'm not careful with mine at all. I just wash them the same as all my other clothes and they've been fine so far. But yeah, they're my kind of super comfy clothes. And then the last thing I want to mention before I mention accessories is this. And this was in my last haul video, but I absolutely love it. It's the H&M grey biker jacket. Wanted to mention it because you still might be able to get it. It's in the sale for £15 in stores. Don't know if it's in the sale online yet. They're a bit strange like that. They don't always kind of run concurrently with each other, but if you can get it, even if it's full price, £29.99, I do not think is bad. The leather is not real leather, but the pleather, fake leather, is so soft for not real leather. I don't think that it's obvious at all. I think the way that they've done it is kind of, it looks natural. It's kind of got an almost mottledy, uneven colour to it, rather than it being a block colour. I think it's really, really well made. For a really, really cheap jacket, and I just love it, and it goes with everything because grey does. Lastly, I'm going to talk about necklaces. Now the Topshop one I've just bought, this is another one that I just got, and I didn't think there was much point in doing a haul video for 2 items, so I thought I'd mention it here. And I got this, it was £3.50 in the sale. The reason I got it is, again, it's a laziness factor because I can put it over my head. I don't have to worry about the clasp. Here you go. I have to worry about kind of like unclasping things. This is something that if I'm not wearing a necklace and I want to be, this is a perfect top that I would wear this with because it's got the black to contrast everything. But I can just kind of put it over my head and wear it. I don't have to worry about, you know, fiddly bits. It's quick and easy. This, on the other hand, is quite fiddly and tangled at the moment, it would seem. There we go. I've worn this a lot in recent videos and people have asked a lot of questions about it. This was one of the bauble bar necklaces I bought when we were in New York, and I just love it. There are loads of different versions that you can get in the UK now. This kind of big, chunky statement necklace trend has definitely hit the UK high street, so you can get something similar to this. I think that there's a website called Saras or Saras Boutique. I keep seeing that on Instagram, that seem to do very similar kind of designs for relatively affordable prices, but it's one of my favourites because it's quite neutral, because it's all white stones and the metal is kind of, it's a bit gold but it's a bit tarnished. It kind of goes with everything. But yeah, this is my new find. I'm kind of loving this actually. So unlike anything else that I have, and it's really chunky, and this feels quite heavy. It doesn't feel cheap, but then Topshop jewellery shouldn't feel cheap because it's not. It's only because I got it in the sale for £3.50, which is a steal. But yeah, that's everything. That's all of my kind of fashiony style favourites of right now. Let me know if you'd like to see more of these. I might do them seasonally, or I might just do them as I feel like it, as I feel like I've got more stuff to talk about. But thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!